Hi, Cynthia Lummis here with this week's Cattle Call. Besides what's been going on in Congress, such as the House vote to repeal Obamacare, there's something going on in New York City at the United Nations that we should all be aware of this month. And that's the negotiation of a treaty on light arms and small firearms. Now, this is of concern to us because President Bush wouldn't sit down and negotiate on this treaty, but it appears that the Obama administration has decided they will. So 129 members of Congress, including me, have written a letter to President Obama and Secretary Clinton to assert what we're concerned about with these negotiations. One is our national sovereignty and our right to protect ourselves. On national sovereignty issues, our Constitution is the only governing document that we should be looking at. And we have that Second Amendment right to keep and bear arms. We do not want that compromised, subjugated, defined, or dealt with by this treaty. Furthermore, we do not want our ability to trade arms, even light arms, as are the subject of this treaty, with countries like Israel and Taiwan. Now, the reason Taiwan could be limited is because they're not a member of the UN. And the countries that are limited by this treaty are countries that belong to the UN. Furthermore, Iran is a big player in these negotiations, and we want to make sure that we're not protecting their right to deal arms with terrorists while we're limiting our right to deal with our allies. Furthermore, we want to make sure that our own gun rights are protected, our own Constitution is sovereign, our own people are not having their hands bound by this amendment, and our allies bound by this amendment, at the same time loosening the strings on countries like Iran, who have used their power to undermine human rights in the UN Human Rights Commission. So this is a big issue to us. We're going to be watching it closely. We urge the Obama administration and Secretary Clinton to respect and uphold our U.S. constitutional superior rights and not involve themselves in treaty negotiations which in any way compromises our Second Amendment. For this week's Cattle Call, I'm Cynthia Lummis.